Yo, this is YetiWhiskers and welcome back to some more Minecraft here on the Yeti Cave. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are doing great, doing real good here myself. Haven't been doing too much off camera recently, been quite busy at work. Things are picking up, which, you know, happens this time of year and that's okay. So first things first, we are coming to visit our good friend, the cartographer, and we are getting ourselves, thank you very much, an empty map. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. So today the plan is to get ourselves some map art, and this is something that I have never done before in Minecraft, but I know that in, I think, 1.14 with the cartography table edition, you can lock maps in that, so you don't have to worry about them changing after you have after you've filled them out. So my plan is to go into an ocean area. There's one. Let's see if we can look at it together. Maybe. It's kind of out over in this direction. On Mine Atlas, I kind of looked and saw. Over this way, there's an empty ocean. That should be pretty easy for us to clear out. So that's where I'm gonna go today, and we're gonna have to clear out a... Oh, this isn't that bad either. That might be better. 128 by 128 block area. I thought it was gonna be bigger than what it actually is, but if we don't have to do any clearing at all, this might not be a horrible idea. Just to pick some random ocean spot. So I need to go find a place to do that. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm a little bit excited to give it a try. I've got a design for our little blacksmith so that he can look even more fancy than he already does. It's by far our fanciest house. And the villager guy that is supposed to be working here, I have no idea where they went. Just disappeared. Was wandering over by our breeder and trading hall for a while, but I haven't seen the villager in a very, very long time, so hopefully nothing bad happened. I'm sure that we'll find him again sometime. But all right, so next step for me is to go find an area to plant this guy. I may end up doing a really long time lapse for this video because step number one is to go place down. I'm going to place down just a ton of cobblestone. You can see I've got 2 shulker boxes. This isn't going to be enough probably to get the base going. And then after that, it's going to be a whole ton of carpet. So we may just end up doing one long time lapse and then jump back when we're done and ready to place it on our little blacksmith here. So I will see you guys when I see you. Welcome back, friends. So I have been busy doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I just kind of have been doing this as I've had time with work and other things, you know, life going on. And here we are. This is a giant plot of ocean that we found that is tied to this little map here. So when you're doing this, just make sure that you open up your map first and line things up. I saw a post on Reddit today where someone had this beautiful map that they had designed before opening. Like, they had designed all this stuff down here before opening a map, and it was off by like 20 blocks. So they're gonna have to remove everything. So it's very important that you line this up, and then it's just aligned to some chunks. So if you hit F3 and G, you can see the chunk borders, and it ends on a chunk. It makes it pretty simple. Let's see, what other tips do I have for what I've done? Just lots and lots of cobblestone. I think it's like 16,000 cobblestone that I've used to put the base on this. You can see I've kind of got a design going here. We've got the circle around the outside of the circle is just some sand. I'm using that kind of as like a sandstone thing. Hopefully it's kind of a transparency type texture for our little art. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm using a website called Pixel Circle Generator to help me with some of these shapes. And then the other thing I'm using is actually Photoshop. So I've got a Photoshop document that is 128 by 128 pixels. And then from there I can just count what pixels are what color and make it work. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of work off camera. This took incredibly longer than I thought it was going to. There's so many blocks you've got to place down, and then I obviously have had to get tons and tons of carpet. You can see, let's go look up here. These aren't all full of carpet, but like here's some carpet or wool, here's a bunch of other wool, and then a bunch of these are empty till the end. You can see here's a whole bunch of carpet. This isn't even gonna come close to what we need. I was pretty naive, I think, in how quick I thought I could do this. This is gonna take a good long time. So instead of like a time lapse or something, because it's gonna be just like little bits and chunks as I have availability, I'm just gonna kind of maybe jump in occasionally as we have progress reports. We'll see if I have any more or if we just jump to the final thing, but it's looking pretty good. I'm excited for it. It's just taking a lot longer than I want, which is okay, no big deal. Anyway, we'll see in a bit. Welcome back, friends. Check it out, it's done. You can probably see it on JourneyMap. It's probably super small, but you know, probably you can see it maybe. I'm a huge fan. So I stole this design. I'm gonna be straight up. Stole the design off of something I found on the internet and put it into Photoshop and did my best to convert it into an image here. I did not come up with the design. I'll try and find a link for it in the description. You can buy a t-shirt, I think, and stickers with this design, but this is a Blacksmith design, and I have not revealed it on my map yet. I haven't looked at the map, but you can see it on JourneyMap. Huge fan of the design. I'm glad it turned out the way it did. I'm pretty happy with it, and I also haven't looked at it on the map, so here we go. We're gonna go together. Look at the map. Boom. Check it out. Oh, I love it so much. I love it. It's perfect. Was it worth it? I don't know. Hours and hours and hours of placing blocks. So many hours. But I think it looks really good, man. I'm a huge fan. You can tell, like, there's the anvil up top. You've got the little grippers, a hammer, and then the fire down below. I'm really a fan of the flame. So next step is we're going to head back home to our base. Hallelujah. Man, have we had to do a lot of adjusting to get this to work. So originally I was going AFK overnight and getting a bunch of wool. It just wasn't going at the rate I wanted, so I ended up having to convert a few of my colored sheep to white and black. And then as we got closer and closer, like it's been like a week of overnight AFKing near our wool farm. So yeah, we did some adjusting, finally got enough wool and carpets, and then I actually ended up turning the sheep back to the colors we had them for our wool farm. So they're all back to normal because I got pretty close. I only needed a few more pieces of wool, and hallelujah, that took forever. So I'll see you guys once we get back to the base. All right, heading on in to our base. Man, this place looks good. You can see the panda that the Yeti cub and I caught. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. She's been asking for a really long time to make a video with me, so we did it, and we had a lot of fun playing together. Sorry if the audio quality. Sorry if the audio quality wasn't the best, but we had a really good time and enjoyed playing together. So it is what it is. All right, good enough, I guess. Okay, so while we're here, we need a couple of things. We need a glass pane and an item frame. I don't know that I've got any item frames. Where's leather? Over there. Man, we're running low on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Hours and hours into this video, it feels like it has been an eon. Oops, that is not what we want. We want this guy here. It feels like it's been forever since we have been made a video because we've just put a ton of time. Plus, I'm like uber busy at work now. Like, you know, you got to talk about work at least once a video. So, yeah, super duper busy at work. So these videos are going to be more and more sparse and maybe get shorter and shorter in length, especially if I'm an idiot and try and do something like this in the middle of busy season. So this will be the last one that'll take hours and hours. Otherwise, boy, you might never get another video again, which is usually how I end up stopping. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen again, but I still have lots of plans that I'm excited for. So, okay, here's the plan. Now that we've got the cartography table, we've got our map, you can lock your map by putting in a glass pane in here. And you can see this will lock it. We just have to grab this guy, and it should never change now. So we should be good to go back there. Oh, I love it. And change the map up if we want. If we want, like, so I've got plans for like a little lumber yard, or if we want something for the fisherman over here, or the slime farm guy over there, we can go back and make another map. I can tell you this, it will not be anytime soon. I have had my fill of making maps, and now I know why I didn't ever do it. It takes a very long time. It's worth it in the end if you've got a good design, and I think this is a good one. So, you know, it just takes some good long hours. Lots and lots of blocks. Thousands and thousands. But it's worth it. It's worth it. So I'm going to put this right here for now. Boom, ba-dum, bum. The blacksmith. Oh, it looks so good on the wall. I love it. We may end up making some town signs around here. But for now, man, I think that's awesome. So cool. Woohoo! I think it's worth it. Hopefully you guys do too. Hey, got some goodies. Let's see our little parrot over here. We actually ended up, the Yeti Cub and I were gonna go get a parrot, but I remembered that I had one here at our base. We found him a long time ago when I went to go get jungle wood for the palm trees, and he just kind of had a hard time following me because I was in a boat for so long, so there wasn't anywhere that he could teleport. And then once I got some sheep, I made it my purpose to make sure he followed me on my shoulder. So there he is, our little parrot guy. We need a name for the parrot guy. We also need a little name for the village. If you guys can think of something, that would be very, very helpful. With that, I think that's it, guys. I don't have anything else planned for today. We've got some build ideas in the back of my mind, but for today, I'm just super happy with the blacksmith build here. We may end up, like I said, putting a sign or something, but that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next one.